Oh my god, her next question is so weird, I don't even get it.
Well, ask it.
It's kinky. If she likes to get choked out on a motorcycle, LOL, she knows what I mean. Ask her about her asthma.
Stupid. Yeah, I got choked out once by a guy who rode a motorcycle unintentionally. And
On his motorcycle?
No. I wanted to leave the house. So I was like,
I have told me this.
Yeah. And then he choked me and I was like, no, not into that. I had to tap out.
Like, exit!
I'm not, no. He's like, oh, some girls like that. I was like, not me. I have asthma. So you can't do that. That was the last time I saw a motorcycle.
I love that you're out as I have asthma instead of like, no, it's no. And you're like, I have asthma!
I didn't want to be mean. You can't do that.
Somebody will rob you, like, I'm so sorry, I only have 100. I don't have change, I'm so sorry. No, literally
glands
say.
are hurting.
Now it's kicking in. My glands watering? Oh, I thought you said it was hurting. No, my glands are watering. Like hurting. You know what they are? No. Oh my gosh. You know when you laugh really hard and your glands start watering? That's what that is? Yeah, it's kind of like a pinch. It's because you're laughing too hard. So your glands watering. I didn't know what that was. Well, that's a gross way of saying that. What's happening? I was like, oh, it hurt me. I'm like, you make the other no glands! I'm joking. I'm drowning. Yeah, you're right. I didn't have to be that specific.
Like, oh, it's so funny. It's so I'm looking at my glands are watering.
Stop making me laugh, my glands are showing.
Yeah, okay. Next question. What are your personal beliefs, if you have any?
In terms of religion?
Yeah, we're talking about you now. You're
Science?
slouching again.
I know, because it's so comfortable. My personal beliefs. Wherever the evidence takes me.
Okay, but evidence is different to certain people. So what's your evidence?
Shit that can be proven time and time and time again by different people in different places with different beliefs. So, like...
So what is that?
1 + 1, regardless of where you are in the world, will be 2.
No, it's not. Sorry, go on.
This podcast is over. That will be true regardless of where you are in the world, and like anyone can prove it. That kind of evidence. If you can prove it to me. So I'm very open-minded. So I don't dispute that people believe that there's a God out there.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
because she's
that's what you
not
believe.
Judgmental.
Now, if you're a fundamentalist, I believe that you believe, and that's fine. You can have your belief. Mm-hmm. But when you're like, no, that's fact, I'm like, okay, that's where we butt heads.
Yeah. How do you believe the Earth was made?
By a comet and a bunch of asteroids just hitting each other. Well, that is the Big Bang. Exploded from nothing. It was something from nothing. And then the Earth was made by...
Okay, and what do you think humans came from?
Millions and millions and millions of years of evolution.
You believe in evolution? I mean... Maybe I'll cut that part out.
There is a museum, though, that I do want to... Because, okay, to educate. There's evolution and there's creationist theory.
Yeah, I grew up with creationism. She grew up learning...
Evolution.
Yes.
Which most children should. And then creationism is kind of like what I believe. You can be taught at home, but you should always teach kids, like, okay, this is evidence-based, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
Is it evidence-based?
It is evidence-based.
This isn't my, like, I learned creationism, you're wrong. This is a genuine question.
Right.
You think we come from monkeys?
So, that's the easy way of, like, breaking it down.
Okay.
It's the easiest way. It's like, oh, we come from monkeys. If you look at a banana, we share, like, I think it's 97% of the same, like, genetic material as a banana.
So we're gonna put a fact check on there.
That we share genetic material with a bunch of different things on
Organisms.
Earth. Which makes sense, because we all came from the same thing.
Yeah.
We're all stardust, and we came from organisms in the ocean at some point. That just developed in different ways.
Okay. Stuff. That's why I was just like, go on.
That's all there is.
Okay. See,
For
I
me.
was having this conversation with my friend Bianca, and she was like, "Do you hear yourself?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And because she said, "Wait, you weren't taught evolution?" Like, she didn't know that I wasn't taught evolution. I was like, "No, I was taught it, but then we were taught, but this is wrong, and that's what they teach kids in
it's
public
like a
school."
side thing.
Yes.
I don't like where science... I love science, but I don't like where a lot of people are like, shut up, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, if that's what they believe, that's what they believe.
And if it's what they're taught, like, what else are they gonna learn?
Yes. But I do believe in, like, strongly nudging.
Okay.
Towards, like, but
Yeah,
can you prove it? Or, like, what does evidence suggest? Like, actual structural evidence. This is what I want.
You know how you can tell how old rocks are? I said, I don't think so. Like, okay, wait, that sounded kind of dumb.
You're like, no!
But not even from my belief system, just like,
So
what do you mean you're
okay.
a scientist and you went, yep, those rocks are that old because of this theory or because of this. This tells us how old the rock is. I'm like, how is this right?
But see, this brings us back to the moon landing thing. I'm not gonna bring that back up. But just because it's hard for you as a layman or lay person
Okay.
to understand, doesn't mean that it's not true. So just because physics
Okay.
is very hard to grasp for me,
Okay, yes.
doesn't mean that it's not true.
When someone says this thing, whatever, it tells us how old this rock is, you're like, yep.
If one person says that and then 10 other people are like, yeah, I reached the same conclusion.
Oh, I see, okay.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go there. It's Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's a theory, it hasn't been
It can never be
proven.
proven.
But yeah,
Well,
because we weren't there.
Okay.
But all the evidence suggests, except for maybe like a tiny little fraction,
Okay, yeah.
all the evidence suggests that, hey, this is what happened.
So you believe that Earth is like billions of years old?
Yeah. 13.8 to be exact. Or 13.2.
See, I only think it's like 6,000 years old.
It's actually so insane. Okay.
but
okay.
there's some judgment coming right now.
I will say my favorite museum in the
But that's
whole
'cause
world
that's
where I
what
want to
was
go.
taught. Yeah.
Is the Creationist Museum. Because
I laugh at everything.
take into account, let's just say
Okay.
that the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Okay.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Fossils.
Yeah.
How did that all happen? Neanderthals.
God.
But why would he be like, oh, I'll make all this happen after I make Adam and Eve? Or like, did he do that before? Was that like a side project? Was that like a weekend project?
Yeah. No.
Basically, our history, right, starts at Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
So
Adam was made
everything-
from dust, and Eve came from his rib.
Right. Right.
I hear it.
So let's say that that's true. What about all the shit that we have found proof of? Like old shit.
Dinosaurs. Yeah. Yeah, they're there.
So was that just the side project of God? Was he just like, let me try and then this is my perfect version? These are my freaks.
Okay.
This is like grade 1 through 8 and then he got good and
You know, I don't know. Dinosaurs. What if
Dinosaurs are
dinosaurs
sick.
are just really big animals and there's no dinosaurs?
But they are really big animals.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, elaborate.
Like, you know how everyone's like, I've said like way too much in that short amount of time. People are like, I did it again. Dinosaurs. That they. No, that dinosaurs, yeah, they're there, they're cool, whatever, but people could have been, like, visually impaired, and they could have just been, like, big animals. You know what I mean. Yeah.
I got there kind of and then I didn't.
That people think dinosaurs are really big monsters, but people had them back then. Like, you know, people had schizophrenia.
Do you think our evidence from dinosaurs come from people writing down what they thought dinosaurs?
It could be a what woolly mammoth's footprint, and people be like, "Oh, dinosaur."
And there's just like an that looks like he's like, oh, I bet I know what this looked like. Girl.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So like, let's change topics.
It's actually really fun.
People were thinking, like a pterodactyl. Do you think that existed?
Hell yeah. You know, we still have dinosaurs to this day.
What, the Komodo dragon?
No, birds.
What?
Yeah.
The pigeons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, so I was recently taught this by a documentary. Dinosaurs is just like a class of whatever lived back then. Or like the way that they're built,
Okay.
basically. So like a reptile.
Got it.
So reptiles existed at the same time as dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Whereas I thought everything that lived back then was just called dinosaurs.
I thought dinosaurs were the big, like, monster things.
No, you had like tiny little baby dinosaurs.
Okay.
And bird dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Which we still have.
No. The birds aren't dinosaurs.
Yes, we are.
Fucking don't look at shit! Like, don't look it up.
It's mostly to fact check myself. Yes, birds are considered dinosaurs.
That's wrong.
Followed by a bunch of words I don't know.
I can read it.
And you're also immigrant.
So I didn't learn how to read?
Fuck my 8th grade reading level.
But see, I mean, maybe I learned that and I'm just forgetting, but I learned...
I never learned that. They're like, dinosaurs died when the comet hit the Earth. There are no more dinosaurs. You can see them in like, the Natural History
dinosaurs
Museum.
were, like, executed in, like, public school?
When were dinosaurs executed? They, one, never existed in the Bible.
They're big animals in the Bible, and those are dinosaurs. So, yeah. I hear it.
I love that there's just one guy who's like, we have to make this fit.
Yeah.
How do we make this fit? Also, Jesus wasn't white.
Oh yeah, I don't think that either. He's Israeli, right? Because he's like from Jerusalem or something. Wait, what is he?
He's from Bethlehem.
Oh,
That
that's so
make
bad.
him
That's
Israeli.
That's so bad that you know that and I don't. What is
All
he?
the songs. What do you mean?
This little light of mine. Yeah. What? How do you know he's from Bethlehem?
Just like songs and shit.
But you believe in science.
That doesn't mean I didn't grow up around it.
Okay.
Girl, I sang in a youth choir.
Wow,
we had to sing.
really?
Yeah, we had to sing in church. Christmas, Easter.
Also the holidays.
There's two.
And
There's the only
there's no
time.
more.
Yeah, I learned all the songs, all the hymns.
And do you know the father Abraham had many sons? Had many sons?
No.
Okay.
He sounds like a whore.
Well, he had a lot of sons.
It sounds like he killed a lot of his
Yeah.
children. I just know Jesus as like Jesus from Bethlehem. No, actually, sorry, Nazareth. Fact check me. Where was Jesus born?
Nazareth?
Are we sure? Or he lived in Bethlehem, right? And was born in Nazareth?
Jesus of
Why
Nazareth.
do I think he's from Bethlehem?
Because he spent a lot of time in Bethlehem.
But where does Bethlehem come from?
You know, it's there.
Jerusalem?
Not in that. Like, where do I get Bethlehem from?
Is that your knitting?
Yeah.
It's pretty ugly. Like, why is it pink and orange? Like, why are you using the, like, brightest colors?
Shut up.
Okay, like, you're using the brightest, ugliest neon colors. You ever heard
I
of
literally-
just, like...
That's what I
brown?
thought when I bought it, but I was like, I guess it looks cute. That shit's so
I looked and I was like, oh, something grabbed my attention. I was like, oh, yellow and orange. I was like...
The yellow's actually kind of cute, but the orange and the green, they're kind of bright. I don't know where I got
It looks
Bethlehem
like
from.
socks. Well, because, like, he spent a lot of time there. That's why. Like, I
I
learned
thought
about
that's all
Bethlehem.
the songs, like... No, because I can't think of any. I don't even know what that... Oh, what I believe in.
We talking about dinosaurs and my glands. What they're called.
I was just trying to figure out where I got Bethlehem from.
So your beliefs, that's good.
There's so many parts of it where I'm like, something's
See,
not right
the way
here.
that it's hard for you to believe that, it's hard for me to believe, or I guess unlearn or relearn evolutionism. Like my friend Bianca was like, so the Big Bang? I was like, could the Big Bang be, and God said, let there be light?
Yeah,
Well,
sure. Whoever goes to me and they're like, I have all the answers, everything else is wrong, I don't believe you.
mm-hmm.
That can be science too. If science is like, oh, these people are idiots, oh, I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know. If you just... I believe in Western medicine. Or, like, from natural medicine, from traditional medicine, right? So I don't agree with all the, like...
Holistics and stuff?
Well, I just don't agree with how the established belief can attack the other side and be like, oh, you're just wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Because here are the facts. Fair, you have facts, but those facts also came from somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I believe it should be religion be the main thing?
No.
It should be science.
Yeah.
Same with like natural paths or whatever the fuck they're called. It should be a side treatment.
It's not like I'm right, everyone has to do this.
You're still wrong, but you don't have to be wrong in like a...
Okay. She had to point that out.
You're still wrong. It's okay.
But you thought, you say I'm wrong, but you thought I was older than I was.
True.
Why?
Well,
I thought you were younger.
I know, because
But in a positive way. I thought she was younger because I was like, oh, she's super...
It's like I'm not gonna finish that
I
thought.
was, yeah, I was about to compliment you and be like,
You just assume that everyone's younger.
you mean
It makes
older.
you sound like a predator.
You mean
Sorry,
older.
older.
Yeah.
Because I look so young.
Yeah.
I'm like, you never know.
So you thought I was older because I looked older?
No, it's just funny. You had an older sense of humor.
Okay, cool.
You had the humor of a damaged person.
Okay. I thought you were younger because you were funny. And you knew some, well, actually, you didn't know some of the jokes. Like, someone would be like, like, oh my god.
There's so many jokes that
You just look younger. Yeah.
Because
23,
everyone's like,
24.
yeah, I'll take that.
How old are
I feel
you?
like she looks her age. 30. I don't know, but that's so funny. That's so funny. So funny.
It's not.
This was a bad idea. That dried my mouth out.
What? It's melted chocolate. I have to lick it off my finger.
I looked up all of it.
Okay, that's pretty true. It's not funny that you're 30. I have friends that are like 33 and 35, and so
Okay.
so it doesn't faze me.
I have old friends.
I was trying to make you not feel bad.
Thank you.
You're
I
the
know.
youngest 30-year-old friend I have.
Sick.
In their 30s, I mean. Yeah. Why is your bio still on Instagram as 29 then?
Because I stopped caring so much about Instagram.
Why? Instagram's pretty Instagram's pretty fun.
Instagram is pretty fun. I don't know. I got back into it after TED,
Mm-hmm.
and then I dropped off again. I'm like, this takes so much time. And now if I jump back into it, it's like, oh, I've been on this island for 2 weeks. But then I'm back, and then I forget about it, and then it doesn't feel genuine.
Genuine?
And then I'm like, who
You mean
gives a shit?
genuine?
Genuine?
What?
I'm not from here, bitch.
Can you say that again?
Genuine?
Okay.
How do you say it?
No, you said like you were saying it right now, but genuine. But
genuine?
then earlier, what? But then you said, yeah, it's real genuine. I was like,
Genuine. Well, I would say genuine. I hear it now. It sounds so
yeah, genuine.
genuine.
And you're
But now that sounds weird to me.
genuine sound. Yeah, it does sound
Yeah.
weird. Now we're saying it a little too
So
much.
nasal now. Genuine? I don't give a shit. Like, there are like 3 people on my Instagram.
You have a lot of followers. You have like 1,000 followers.
For being 30 and working in social media for 8 years, I do not have a lot of followers.
For how many years?
8?
8. Yeah.
8 years. You're like, why aren't you doing better?
No, that's a lot. You have a lot more viewers than I do.
Mm-mm.
You realize I only get like 40 views on my story?
I love that what you're reaching for is like 1,000 is so much. I'm like, yeah, bitch, that's when you start getting
the ad, what is it, like, ad
partnerships. That's when they start reaching out with contracts and shit.
Yeah, at 1,000.
Yes, you see all the money.
You do.
I have a husband.
You guys. Oh, I was gonna try like, yeah.
It helps with 2 incomes.
You got a lot of plants. No, you got.
They're fake. You think I could keep plants alive? I will take that as a compliment.
I forgot. Well, I forgot you need to keep plants alive. I didn't think you could keep plants alive.
I
just
could not.
thought-
You were
I-
correct.
Yeah. Can I finish my thought?
Sorry. This is what you liked about me, remember?
I forgot that plants need to be kept alive, and I just thought, oh, she has a lot of plants. I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, if you have to water the plants, and then...
What do you mean you forgot plants after we give them? I forgot the circle of life existed for a second there.
You know photosynthesis and all.
Right.
You cut me off again!
Sorry.
I just forgot that they needed that, so I was just thinking, oh, you have a lot of plants, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was all.
Yeah, they're all fake. Benjamin Franklin's, Ross. Person who moved. Yeah. I like greenery, but I can't keep it alive, so it's all fake. I surround myself with fake things. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're like, no, that's why you don't leave your house.
Yeah, I had to go on a walk.
You're good.
I'm fine. Yeah, I didn't think that was okay, but she said I should probably move my legs and walk. So we did.
Just feel Yeah, no, I would never, ever, ever leave my little safe space.
Yeah, and then we had to keep track of 2 dogs.
I can, even sober, I can't keep track of myself.
Yeah. Fun fact, we don't...
Yes.
We both don't want kids. That's something I forgot to say, yeah.
Let me just sit upright and then...
So, I never wanted kids. I never wanted to be a mother. What's your reasoning?
I just don't feel like a mom. I don't feel like I have that selfless gene in me.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you become a mom, you have to basically put their needs first. Whenever you stitch this together, you need to be in like your own little box to the side. No, you have to put everyone else's needs in front of your own, which I don't think I'm ready to do.
Yeah. And that is an answer. Everyone's always like, well, what about? I'm like, no.
You know what I like to hit them with? Because it's always like, what if you regret it? I'm like, okay, if I regret it, I can just have a baby. I can adopt, or I can foster, whatever. What if you regret it?
You can't do anything.
You already have those bitches out.
There's a Reddit section.
You're like, throw back in.
Go back inside. There's a Reddit section that are like women who regret having children. And it's unfortunate.
It's not like you won't support them or blah, blah, blah. Would you make that same decision again? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's not like they're like, oh, I want you to be dead. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so. No.
Oh. That's normal.
Okay.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you feel like you're freaking out, just let me know.
No, I don't think I'm freaking out at all. It feels like my head could like...
Doozy?
Yes, that's a great word for it. But I also feel like I'm losing my podcast touch.
We'll find out when we rewind it. You're like, where did I lose? Oh, right there.
Like, what was our... We weren't... Before the kids, we didn't have a topic for a while, no?
I know, we went on tangents.
Tangents, yes.
We talked about Bible.
Yeah.
No, Jesus. We talked about Jesus for a minute.
Yeah.
Which feels like an age ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how we ended up with the kids thing.
I asked. Last topics, last goodbye, last thoughts. What are your thoughts? I already asked that.
Well, now we're getting to the good point.
No, the only thing I ever thought was moving was the lamppost.
What?
There's no lamppost there. No,
No.
the lamppost. I know that. It was just, that's where it was.
You're like, but she's fine.
The lamppost, not here in your house, was at Brittany's, and it was there. Like, when I was on the road, it was there.
Oh, yesterday.
And then
The one that...
That was intense.
This is the difference between men and women. Because men will take that photo and be like, yeah, whatever, and keep it for years and years and years. Women be like, the lighting needs to be perfect. And then my makeup, ooh, my angle.
Yeah.
They'll delete that shit after 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You just kept.
So what are your goodbye thoughts?
We can't make goodbyes yet. Unless you want to lie down and sleep.
No, I don't. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to miss life. I want to experience.
We can play Super Smash.
What is Super Smash?
You've never played Super Smash?
Is this like Just Dance?
I know we're age difference here. Super Smash is like,
Is this like one of those old Nintendo
Yes.
games?
but it's on Switch.
I never got with Switch.
Oh.
Yeah, it's...
Have you played Mario Kart?
Yeah, I never enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. Well then, that idea's out.
No, let's play!
No.
No, I want to, because I've never done it, so how could I have an opinion?
I meant Mario Kart.
You said Super Smash.
Yeah, I said first, and then I said Mario Kart.
Yeah, so what's up with Super Smash? Let's play that.
Okay. Well, this podcast has been fun. Do you want to podcast that as well? You're like, and we're turning into...
No, because
Let's go
1
Twitch.
hour of 20 minutes is going to be a lot of editing. This podcast is going to take years to come out.
This was really fun. I can't really remember what we talked about because that's for mostly. But...
Yeah.
Again, Bible.
I probably have to cut that out. Yeah, Bible, kids, well, like a touch on kids.
Autism of kids.
Well, not a touch on kids. Like, that's not, don't touch kids.
Well, we went through all
Evolution and creationism.
That was a long one.
My God, I thought about it and it just hurt my head. And
Oh, Thunder from Down Under. We're going.
and
Why are you Why are you counting like this?
1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I count.
You count like this?
I know it's stupid. Not stupid. It's me.
Yeah,
It's
that's stupid.
Okay.
It just makes no fucking sense.
Because, like, you know how you count on your fingers? Like, yeah, I can go 1, 2,
Adam, how do
3,
you count?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because I can't hold this finger down.
You can... but then you do
Oh my
this.
God, we're talking about this way too much. Yeah, so, like, yeah, you can count like that.
Okay, count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
See?
You're weird. It's different.
2, 3,
It's
4.
like you can count 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. But yes, if you're counting and you're starting from your thumb, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You forget.
No, I didn't forget.
That's like 4.5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just because I can't put this.
Oh, that's a problem.
What?
Why don't you just do that? Because this, okay, I get that this is more effort.
Yeah, and that hurts.
Yes, but why not just go? Because this is effort too. Look how fucked up that pinky is.
Oh my God, we're talking about this way too much and it's hurting my head.
We can cut it there.
Yeah, and we talked about something that was really good. We stayed on it. Oh, the
It
bullying.
was so
the
good
Bullying.
you forgot.
It was the bullying. We stayed on the bullying for a while.
True.
That was
True.
a little. That took up
A little
like 30
therapeutic.
minutes. What? Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's gonna be so hard to edit.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Good thing I said your editing was good.
Yeah. Okay, we can end it. Say goodbye. Oh, this was Esther. I hope you enjoyed her.
If
You're
not, too
never
bad
gonna
because I'm
edit.
coming back.
No. Okay.